What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our Midwest region breakdown. March Madness, baby. I love the games in this region. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on 7:15 p.m. Eastern. Number 15 seed Cleveland State Vikings 19-7 versus number 2 Houston Cougars 24-3. We're in Bloomington, Indiana for this one. Houston opening up at 19 as 19.5 point favorites. That's moved to 20 and 20.5 at some books. This total opened up at 135. It is 135 right across the board, but a very main indicator offshore book has moved it to 134.5. Cleveland State closed the season winning 9 of 11 games on their way to the Horizon League Championship. They snapped a string of 4 straight 20-loss seasons this year, their first conference title since 2009. In the final, they defeated Oakland 80-69 to secure just the school's third NCAA tourney berth. They're led in scoring by senior guard Torrey Patton, who averages 14.9 points, 8 boards. He went for 23 points, 10 boards, 4 assists in that Horizon League final. The other Vikings averaging double digits are Trey Gamillion at 10.5 and Demoy Hodge also at 10.5. Neither of the top 3 scorers averaged 30% from 3. As a team, they struggle from the perimeter, hitting just 31.9% from distance. They score 71.5 points per game, hit 45.2% from the field, and 66.9% from the foul line. Houston closed the season winning 7 straight games en route to the AAC title. In the final, they destroyed Cincinnati 91-54. AAC tourney MVP Quentin Grimes scored 21 points, 5 threes. He averaged 18 points, 6 boards, and hit 40.8% from 3. Marcus Sasser had 16 points. He averages 13.7 on the season. Point guard Dejan Giroux is the other Cougar, averaging double digits with 11 points, 5.5 boards, 4.4 assists. It's the impressive Houston defense that we saw all year. They were at it again in the final. They held the Bearcats to a season-low 27.7% from the field, just 18-65. Houston's second in Division I basketball, holding opponents to just 58.3 points per game. Offensively, they score 77.6 points per game. They only turn the ball over 10.9 times. They hit 44.4% from the field, 36.1% from 3, and 74.1% from the line. Interesting spot here. 15 seed Cleveland State versus number 2 seed Houston. Take it away, Max.
Jim, Cleveland State is one of the absolute feel-good stories on the year. It really shows what hard work, continuity, and the motivation to succeed really looks like. And you want to see it? That's the Cleveland State Vikings right there. Dennis Gates took over this team. Everybody that mattered decided, yeah, I don't really want to stick around. Then some guys talked to Coach Gates, saw what he was about, decide to make that move to stay. Listen, this team is not expected to be here. They were not expected to start the conference season 8-0, cashing 7 out of 8 tickets for their backers. But this is a Cleveland State team that is all about that rim attack. They sometimes lack some common sense when it comes to their on-ball decisions, but this is a group where anyone in that starting 5 can come out and give you an outlier performance in a big game. They definitely do a good job of using their depth, their switching type defense, and they have quite a few second half comebacks. You know, obviously they have that game against, I think it was Toledo, where they went down they went on a 40-0 run or some shit like that. I can't remember what it actually was. But this Cleveland State team has been playing with a chip on their shoulder since then, and they are no stranger to rock fights. I think rock fights are their favorite kind of game. You know, they got to convert free throws, yes, but they got to have an outlier performance. And Demoy Hodge, that's the guy that's got to do it. This Cleveland State team needs better starts in general. And with Demoy Hodge, he's definitely qualifies as a diamond in the rough. You know, he commands the ball. He brings it on both ends. He guards without fouling. He's a dangerous three-point shooter, a capable free throw shooter. And I think that he's going to be aided by the other X factor for this team, and that's Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson is 6'9". He brings that good length. He brings that ability on the glass. You know, he's going to get you those second chance scoring buckets that you need to minimize some of your wildness in the half court. And rim protection, you know. You don't got a lot of leapers. You don't really have a ton of athleticism, but you got basketball players. And this guy's a basketball player. He's a good help defender. He's definitely going to be able to defend and then recover and be able to protect the paint, which is definitely key. And against Houston, listen, they're playing an NBA style. It's weird to see a Coach Sampson team playing this type of form, but they're all about that dribble drive. They're all about those pick and rolls, getting Marcus Sasser off, getting Quentin Grimes to open three-point shot. That's the name of the game for Houston's offense. I think that they are a very tough, half-court, aggressive, physical team. But the asterisk beside that is if you can get to the free throw line, if you're concerned with getting to the rim, if you're a rim attack team like Cleveland State is, this is a foul-prone Houston half-court defense. The issue is Cleveland State's a pressure team. They want to pressure you. They want to force you into turnovers. They want to speed you up. They want to freaking make you make bad decisions. Well, sorry to break it to you, Houston doesn't do that. They will be able to handle the pressure. They are going to break the press. They're going to be able to limit their turnovers because of it. And they're going to continue to own the glass. I have not seen a team in the American Athletic Conference or in their conference schedule that has shown, well, maybe not against Texas Tech, that has shown that they can freaking do better. I'm sorry. This Houston team hits threes. They go for 40 in the first half as of recently. It's been like these 42-28 type scores, and it's very easy to believe that it happens in the first half this time again. Jim, I'm looking at a first half over in this game. I think that with Houston's ability to own the glass, better field goal defense in the first half in particular, and their ability to hit shots early and put you down early like they did in the American Athletic Conference tournament, it's hard not to like it. And then when you talk about the key pieces or the X factor pieces, well, listen, I could talk about DeJounte Jarreau. I could talk about Marcus Sasser. I could talk about Quentin Grimes. But everybody else in the mother's going to talk about that. On odds.com, I talk to you about the guys that you need to know about. A guy like freshman Tremont Mark, 6'5" freshman that frickin' is going to take the ball away from you. He's going to frustrate you that you're going to commit that foul that you shouldn't have committed. And with his slashing, free throw shooting skills, and his court vision and passing ability, he just adds another layer of difficulty to how you guard this Houston offense. And with their front court, everybody says, whoa, they're undersized, da-da-da-da-da. Gresham and Gorham, da-da-da. They need help from Chaney, da-da-da-da. Well, now Fabian White's back. Fabian White's this team's best rebounder, most experienced front court player, knows the system well, and has worked his ass off to get ready and get back in the saddle for this tournament. This is a guy that's going to make a difference. He may not do it on the stat sheet, but I'm telling you, when you watch that game, he's going to help us get some money. He's going to definitely be a difference maker on defense, and he can contribute also on offense. I think that this is a Houston spot where we take the first half over, where we know that Houston's going to try and end Cleveland State's thoughts of freaking being the next big freaking seed to knock out a freaking high seed. I just don't think it's going to happen. I like Houston first half. I like Houston in the first half over, and we'll see from there. Live betting second half plays are something that I'll be doing a lot of during this tournament.
You want Houston first half on the spread as well?
Yes, sir.
So the first half total is 63.5 right across the board at -110 at all these 5 books here.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I would have had it at 66.5.
Very, very interesting. And then Houston first half, we have a 12 at -105. I'm going to do this as fast as I can. That's at bet 365. We have an 11.5 at circa at -110, so that's leading the way. FanDuel hanging a 12, but a -102. So you have 12 at -102, 11.5 at -110. Let's see what BetMGM is doing. An 11.5 at -105.
11.5 -105, please and thank you, sir.
Walk it in right now. So that first half was FanDuel. We'll just give it to them, but it was market. And then first half -11.5 at -105 is brought to us by the good people at BetMGM. It's difficult using the legal licensed books, and Max has handled it with aplomb.